Alright, well, hello Internet. Welcome back to our mall playthrough. In the last couple of episodes, we've been trying to escape, which, is an important part of starting in the mall, is getting out of the mall. Unfortunately, we took quite a lot of damage, and I really just don't feel comfortable departing with our current health levels. I think we're going to spend a night here, recover, and then we will depart in the morning. We've essentially cleaned the route out of the mall, cleared it of enemies, so we're not too concerned about that. We do need to heal up though before I would feel comfortable diving out into the darkness, so we're going to be doing that. Also, yes, I have a new chair, which is less creaky, but it also does not have an adjustable height, so I'm not sure the proper location of my microphone. Hopefully everything sounds okay. I hate touching the mic when I'm recording because I know it makes some noise. But anyway, good morning, everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. What have you. So we're just going to relax. We're going to read until we are tired, at which point we will sleep. It might take us 2 days because our sleep schedule might not line up with the actual darkness outside, which would be when we would escape. So let's pulp some furniture, smash some furniture here for some extra wood, and we'll just read by firelight, I suppose. We are precious, very few matches, unfortunately. We have 4 matches to our name. We really need those. We need more fire starting things. So we will start this fire and we will ensure that it stays lit. Where's my matchbook? Matchbook. There's nothing to light there. Okay, probably should put some wood on the fire before trying to start a fire. We actually don't have that much wood. Let's continue smashing things. Yes, why aren't you whispering Ghost Hunter? Well, I'm not currently playing Phasmophobia. There will be a little bit more Phasmophobia on the channel. I think I have 3 or 4 more days of stuff already recorded, and then I probably will record a little bit more. I do really, despite being scared, I actually think that's a pretty solid game for as simple as it is. And I'm mostly enjoying it. And we will continue the saga of our previously dental school attending ghost hunter who has some family issues that will become apparent in the next few episodes. But yeah, Phasmophobia is going pretty okay. It does get boring, honestly. It's the same levels over and over because I don't want to wander around. But yeah, that's a little bit longer on Phasmophobia. And I'm working on some heavily edited content, and I have no idea when that will go up on the channel, just because of the nature of that being so difficult to do heavily edited content. Let's start our fire. Make sure we don't stand on the firewood source because we really don't want to. I feel so far away from my microphone. Because we don't want it to shut off. We don't have that much in the way of fire starting stuff. So, we have a tourniquet. Okay, well, let's read a book here. What would we like to read? Probably Under the Hood seems like a good start. Always good to have a foundational mechanic skill. So we'll read that to pass some time. I believe we've already taken painkillers, so I'm not super concerned about that. Our focus is 11. Okay, well, maybe we should do something. We don't have any really good drugs that'll make us feel better. Also, why is it not showing food? Did I not pick up any of the perishable food? We should have a crap ton of perishable food. Cake is a plus 20, that'll help. What else we got? That's a high value morale. Green leaf tea, no. Single pot Irish whiskey. Oh, every time I read about whiskey in this game, I wish I had some whiskey. And we'll have a brownie as well. So that should help with our mood. I don't think we have an MP3 player, so we're probably just going to just plow forward. You've been creeped out playing the game. I'm loving that series. I mean, it's a weird, scary game. And I have been getting a little bit desensitized to it. Like, there was a jump scare, I think, in one of the upcoming episodes that didn't scare me at all, but then I walked like 30 feet away and a door spun around on its hinges and that freaked me out or something. Like, I don't know. I'm an idiot. I'm afraid of everything, apparently, which I didn't think was a thing. I love horror movies and all that stuff, but something about, like, I just watched Insidious yesterday, and then I listened to a podcast about it, and they were so scared of it, and I was like, this movie was dumb. There's nothing scary in this movie. And then I play, you know, Phasmophobia, where everybody else is like, this game's not scary, and I'm just so creeped out. Plus, now I've been hearing things in my house, and it freaks me out. Last night I went to pet the cat, and I heard a thump on the closet door right next to me, and it freaked me out. And it turned out it was my brother's, had the window open, so the door was banging, but like, spooked me good. Will you ever play Among Us? Probably not. I don't like social games like that. We used to play those kind of games when I was a teenager, where it was like, what were those games called? But it was like everybody would put their heads down, and one person would be like the murderer, one person was a detective, or like two people were the wolf or whatever, and you had to kill people, and then they would vote who did it, whatever. I always hated those games, and that's basically what Among Us is. So I don't really have an interest in that. Plus, it's like $5, and I know I wouldn't play it ever again. So it has its moment in the spotlight right now, and I get why. It looks like a fun little. I've watched people play it, and I think it's somewhat enjoyable if you kind of know everybody. But I don't love that game, and I don't have any real interest in playing. So we're gonna eat, we're gonna drink, we're gonna sleep. I waited as long as possible. Yes, Werewolf. Thank you. That is one of the games that I was thinking of. We're gonna eat, drink, and sleep. We waited a little long because we wanted to sleep during the day so that we would get up at night and be ready to leave. Most of this perishable food is starting to go bad. Let's eat some onion rings. We should drink as well, actually. Why is my stamina losing its mind? Because we're breathing smoke. Get your stamina back. Get your stam. Have ourselves some water. So we don't want to fill up on food and then not be able to drink. We're in minimal pain. We are tired. Okay, so we should have some bandages and disinfectant. Let's treat our wounds. What is the biggest priority? Torso is fine. Head's mostly okay. We'll put disinfectant on our left leg, but that's probably the only one. Go ahead and put disinfectant. Left leg. Apply some proper bandages to that leg and to the more severely damaged ones, and then we'll make some basic bandages for the other ones. Oh, didn't they change? I don't think I have rags. Can I make a makeshift bandage? I can. Boiled makeshift. I really don't want to. Well, we're leaving this water behind anyway. It requires. So I do have makeshift bandages. I do. Okay. Yes. Boil makeshift bandages quickly. Just one batch is fine. And we will apply the basic, non-super awesome bandages to the ones that are a little less damaged. Any of you unbandaged yet? Disinfected, very poor, very poor. Average, average. Why is this one very poor when the others are average? I know I used the same. Oh, I see. I didn't bandage that one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. So we should be good to sleep. Extinguish the fire. And hopefully we'll recover while we're sleeping. You sure you want to sleep? Yes, I am. You're really close to 1,000 subs. Will you monetize then? Probably not right away. Looking at some things right now that... So the more I talk about business stuff, the more people kind of pressure me to move forward with that. So I'm trying to not talk about it very much, but I'm looking at some things. You'll know once I set everything up. I will be doing everything at once. We'll set up YouTube ad revenue, which you'll notice as advertisements on the content. The sub button will appear on Twitch for you to subscribe or donate or whatever. There will be links to my Patreon around once I get all that established. And those are the three main ones at the moment that I'm looking at immediately. And then long term, there's ideally some ebook things that will happen. But it's all kind of not right now, but probably, I don't even want to say soon, but in the future at some point. But no, probably not right away. Oh, plus You have to be approved by YouTube, and I'm a little nervous they're not going to approve me because, like, I have some profanity. We've talked about some things in these episodes, like criminal history. We've talked about childhood abuse and things that maybe are not super ad friendly. So I'm a little concerned that I might not get the thumbs up. But we'll see. How's life going otherwise? I've been okay. The more I get back in the routine of things, I stop thinking about my brother and what's going on, and it becomes a little bit easier. But there are still some very bad days. And then Tuesday, my therapist, the doctor who prescribes me my medicine, is leaving as a patient. She's not going to see patients anymore. So an appointment on Tuesday to try and establish who will be taking over, because I want to get my meds and everything. So it is taking an obscenely long time to sleep. Anyone else noticing this? We've probably been talking for 3 or 4 minutes. I've been your sub for a while. I got 50 once you get everything set up. I mean, hey, thanks. There's a lot of people who, have been pushing for some kind of donation. I'm just thinking about it like, we don't need to talk about it. I get tired of talking about it, and there have been some people who have pressured me a fair bit. I really just don't want to be pressured. I want to arrive independently at the decision and make it myself. So I appreciate the thought. I think we used all of our water. No, we have 2 portions of water. Okay, so it's probably not dark yet, but we're basically fully healed, despite having a 1 in first aid, and despite not really having done very much, we've come all the way from basically destroyed to full health. So that's always nice. I guess we did sleep for like 10 full hours, which is unusual as well. Having a little bit of problems breathing today. I don't know what's going on. I feel like I'm gasping for air. So we'll pass some time until nightfall, then we'll slip out of here while we're able. Like death. Yes, we've also talked about death quite a bit on the channel. What are you gonna do? It's part of life. Death happens. People like to bring it up. I like to talk about it. Whatever. Dude, what happened to your brother? Is he cool? He has some legal issues. Don't really want to go into detail. I don't really know a lot of things about it. I tried to avoid asking because I don't really want to know or deal with it. But yeah, he's looking like he's going to be maybe going to prison, and we're not sure for how long or what's going to happen. It takes oftentimes will take 2 years to kind of get everything dealt with, and on top of that, COVID slows everything down. So we really won't know what the charges will be and plea offers and things like that for quite a long time. And it's mostly just concern I have for my family and stuff like that. So it is what it is. Yeah. I mean, just putting your PayPal in the YouTube description isn't a huge deal. You have a strong base of supporters, would be paying for the content that way. At least you aren't shaming people for not donating, subscribing like some streamers. Yeah, no. My take is often the exact opposite. I feel like I would rather make money through giving you something. Like I would rather sell an ebook where you can buy and actually have a tangible value for your time versus something like Twitch, where you're basically just saying, hey, thanks for the content, here's X amount of money. I would rather just have your time and maybe give you something of value. Because like if you subscribe on Twitch, there's very little value in subscribing to a streamer. What you get, like a little icon next to your name, and you get emotes, I think, is really all that you get. So I've always been more of a, I would rather, like, I like to write. So for me, it's like, I would really like to, sell ebooks if people would be interested in that, and mostly just make content, get that ad revenue. I've always felt like asking for money is kind of skeevy, but asking for 15 seconds of someone's time on an ad is not bad. And of course, people want to subscribe. People want to support, or I do. I've met people who are like, I will not support you, which is fine. But it also, I do think, is crappy when people are like, yeah, man, I want thousands of hours of free content, but I'm not going to support you in any capacity, and you should just keep churning it out. I don't really care what your life is like or whether you could use money or not. I just want free stuff. So I do, if you got me talking, I probably would be, a little bit like, oh, some people should contribute and things like that. But in general, I have a very, I have an opinion of it like, I don't know, it feels weird to ask people for money. And yes, I could set up a PayPal today and just be like, hey, everybody, here's a PayPal. But I would rather get the infrastructure in place for an actual business where I could, well, for tax reasons mostly, but also like just because I do have big plans long term for being more than just, oh, I make a YouTube video. And part of that is having a foundational business that can actually support multiple income streams and things like that. So it's not as easy. Some people do it, and I've always had this issue in my life where I feel like I can't just do things. I see other people, they just go for it, but I have to feel like I know what I'm doing. So I do see people who started streaming and creating content after me, much smaller people who have monetized, and I just don't, I'm not going to, do it until I'm ready. So we'll keep reading mechanics, I guess, until nightfall. Crap, man, I hope he's not in the clink. Not currently, but almost certainly he will do some time. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I don't want to talk too much about it. And part of that is because we really don't know. It'll take probably a couple years to resolve itself, and until you start seeing plea bargains, you really don't know. Because, like, usually when you get in trouble with the law, they will come at you with every charge that they think they can stick, and then they'll drop it down over time. And once they drop it down, of course, that changes how much time you're going to do. So we really don't know what he's going to be facing, Could be, I don't know, could be probation, or it could be 20 years in prison. I really don't know. It sounds like he's going to do some amount of time. We just don't know how much. And it's really hard to manage expectations with the family because, like, on the one hand, you want them to be prepared for the worst, but on the other hand, you want to comfort your family and say, oh, it'll probably be okay. But it's a crappy situation all around. Whether he did it or not, he brought it on himself by living the life that he lives, and it's become a burden on the family, and it's a whole thing. And the more I think about it, the more cold I grow, because I feel more and more frustrated with him. So is it still lit here? It is. So we can't just leave. I mean, we can head downstairs at this point. We have all of our stuff. We're good to go. Clothes could use some work, but that's okay. And since we've cleared a way out of here, we could come back if we really needed to. We probably won't because I really just don't like coming back once I've cleared a location, but we could. Where were the stairs here? Up and to the left. What do we got in chat? Will you ever do a face reveal? Oh, we've talked about this at some point in the past. Probably not. I don't see a real reason for that. I know people like to see creators, but like I actually find when I watch it's a multiple reason thing, but like when I watch creators, I actually prefer if they don't have a face cam. It was in the bookstore. That's where we were. Let's get out of here because I really don't want to fight before I leave because I'm sure we're going to end up fighting on our way out the door. So just head in here. Make sure we have full stamina. Zombie spotted. Yes. Where's there a zombie? There's no zombie. Okay. Wait for a minute. Okay. So like I find it distracting when people have face cams on camera. I think it's a stupid trend. I don't really understand why that ever became a thing. I find it so distracting when I watch content and there's a little bald man in the corner and it's like, what are you What am I, why? You know, I'm not here for you. I mean, I am here for you. Like, so I watch a Northern Lion. That's the bald guy I'm referencing. No disrespect intended. But, like, I'm not really there for seeing him. I'm there for listening to his commentary. I'm listening to his, all this stuff. So, like, I never appealed to me. And then also, and I realize that this might be, like, paranoid thinking that is not rational. But, like, I hear stories. You see things about people getting swatted, about people getting, you know, people showing up at their houses, and part of that is knowing what you look like, and that makes me very nervous. Not just because, like, it would, I don't think it would bother me if I lived alone, but like I live with family, so there's just that concern in the back of my head, like all it takes is one crazy person to really ruin your life, and makes me a little bit nervous. We're gonna backtrack to, we want them to kind of come at us in an aisle where they can't both hit us at once. So I have some like weird paranoid thoughts about it. I don't know, maybe down the road. But even if I did, I'd probably just buy like a unicorn mask or something and throw that on and be like, ha ha ha, you thought you were getting a face reveal, but really it's a unicorn. Frankly. Probably very handsome. He sounds like it. He's deadly handsome. I am getting fatter every day, but I was handsome once upon a time. I guess I'm still, honestly, you know, not to be arrogant, but I go outside sometimes, or you walk in a Walmart and you look around and you're like, these are some fugly people. And I never thought I was that handsome, but, you know, maybe getting a little arrogant. The beard doesn't help. But no, I'm getting pudgier every day, which is certainly knocking down my level of physical attraction for sure. I really need to start working out more. I was working out for a while there, was getting back into the habit of hopping on the exercise bike, doing some curls, things like that, and then all the stuff with my brother happened, and I started eating all this garbage food again, and stopped exercising, and just got pretty spirally there for a little bit. Off topic, would like to renew my suggestion to play Jagged Alliance 2 again if you're still looking for a nice classic to put up on the channel. I remember Googling it when you mentioned it. Jagged Alliance, I want to say tactical war game. I don't remember. I'm sorry, I don't remember. But I'm pretty sure when you mentioned it before, I looked at it and was like, you know, I don't know if that's for me really. I often struggle with what games to play because I don't think I'm very good at most games. I feel like I'm just okay. Like, for instance, we're playing Phasmophobia on YouTube. I think people really want to see you, like, take that game apart. They want to see you do everything all on the professional difficulty, unlock every item and blah, blah, blah. And I'm never going to do that stuff. So, like, I always feel like when I play games, I don't do it enough. I don't engage enough for people. He's like a Paul Bunyan. I mean, I do have the beard at this point. Did Paul Bunyan have a beard? I don't have an ox. I can confirm I don't have an ox. Don't do it, bro. Tubers with millions of subs and never did a face reveal, and I hate cams when gaming. Yeah, I just don't understand why you have to have your face in the corner. It doesn't add anything to... I mean, honestly, if you're playing horror games, I think it does. But literally every other game, why do I need to see your face when you're playing Call of Duty? You're just staring at the screen, you know? Hello, Murder, goodbye. I hope I'll be present on your streams, but now I just can't. Good night. Okay, well, I hope everything is well with you. Okay, 3 zombies. Normally I wouldn't press forward because we haven't been out here, but I've been tired of getting in the mall. So let's see if we can get to a house or something here. Seeing quite a few enemies, actually. Oh, hello, tough zombie. Running low on stamina as well. This is actually not a great situation. We should have gone back into the mall. And this house is tiny, so there's not much here for us to hide behind and whatnot. We'll just have to hope. Distressing pain, we're bleeding. Why am I missing, like... Oh, because my torso encumbrance. You idiot. Okay, that's not great for our stamina. And we're so slow we can't actually get through the door. So we may have just killed ourselves. And this is what happens when you get distracted talking to chat instead of paying attention. Drop the rucksack. This will allow us to hit things more. Our stats are tanked. Our stamina is bad, but there are only, I think, 2 other ones. We may be able to kill them before our breath gives out. I was hoping to close the door, but we were slowed down by the pain. So let's just retreat up here and try to work to get our breath back. So we're alive. I didn't know how many more there were. Could have been very bad, but we're okay. Yeah, I forgot to drop my... Unfortunately, forgot to drop my bag. I always do because I don't often drop my bags, and I'm not used to carrying so much stuff. So we were very encumbered, which made it hard for us to hit the enemy, which meant they were getting a lot of free hits on us while we were just kind of plowing into them. And that is the evidence that I'm not a very good Cataclysm player. Plus, our rucksack is very damaged at this point, which is not great either. So we will leave it on the ground for now. And it looks like we probably won't set up here because we had so many places, so many damaged windows and whatnot. And we really don't want to live next to the mall anyway, due to the monster density that will emanate from the mall, radiate out from the mall. I think we just move deeper into town. I like to live on the outskirts. We could come down here or up by the forest. I really don't want to walk by the mall. We probably up to the forest. Coming down here, we would go through the residential areas. We really don't know how many enemies there are. There are lots of places that can spawn. Lots of zombies, even on a simple house terrain. So we probably should head north towards the forest. What are these? Moonshine stills, of course. Classic moonshine stills that you set up right outside of a mall. Classic. So let's just head north and settle into one of these houses. I think we had other rucksacks in the mall. This is so damaged. We're going to lose everything if we get hit. We should probably go in and get a rucksack. I really don't want to go back. Let's clear out some of the enemies that tailed us in here, I think. No one really did, huh? We saw through... Hello, fat zombie. I did not see you there. Just smash our way through here. We're very injured. Or we're in a lot of pain, I should say, which is going to reduce our stats and make melee pretty difficult. Really unfortunate. I can't believe I forgot to drop my bag. I'm just so not in the habit of doing that. I know, like... Vormithrax is always, you know, drops his bag before he goes into combat. Everyone but me does. I just never think about it. I don't... Okay. Zombies. Yes, getting hit a lot as well. We're very slow and I'm not used to being slow. Okay, let's clear them out. I do think we'll go back in the mall to try and find a better bag. Yes, I hear you. Would you just come fight me? Now there are 4 zombies. So, okay. Just come over here, please. That child zombie could do with its own corpse sprite instead of having the adult human sprite. Oh, taking so many hits here, and we're just so ineffective at combat right now, which is super great. All because of one simple mistake. You're staying back. It's great. It's great. Stuff. I don't know what all we have. I don't think we need these tools. And we're going to find them easily elsewhere anyway. People would show up to your house with cigars and whiskey. Well, maybe they would. Or maybe, you know, guns and things. It's about the voice murder you were made for radio. Oh, I don't know. Sometimes I sound pretty alright. Sometimes I sound like I drink glass for a living. And it just comes out really gravelly. We're all crazy. Good call. Can we get Command and Conquer Red Alert? It's been a long time since I played Red Alert. I feel like didn't we talk about this pretty recently? I saw that they re-released some of the Command and Conquer games. I think that was this year, probably about 4 months ago. They did a remaster or an HD remake or something like that. And I thought I might pick it up. I tried playing Red Alert 2 a couple years ago. I really enjoyed Yuri's Revenge and Red Alert 2 when they not when they first came out, but back when I was young. And I really enjoyed those games. And I tried to play it a couple years ago, and it just felt really basic. Like, it didn't feel like there was that much to it. Like, a lot of the different countries were very similar. I think you could play as multiple countries, but most of them had the same units. It was just that they would have like one special unit per nation or something like that. I just didn't find that, something about it just didn't appeal to me the way it did when I was young. I really don't know what to do. I feel like, should I run to a new house? Should I go back to the mall? Because, like, we're way injured because I've just been blindly smacking things instead of, like, actually thinking about what I'm doing. You've been pretty active for a while. I've fought, like, 6 zombies. Yeah, I don't really want to go back to the mall. I'm tired of being in the mall. I have a short attention span. I've been in the mall too much. Wear the rucksack. Honestly, as soon as the rucksack gets hit, it's going to fall apart, which is not great. We're going to travel through the fields, I think. Hello, zombie, yes. I guess we drop the rucksack. It takes some punches to our face again. Yes, thank you, zombie. Bites me, yep, of course you did. Take a soldering iron. Don't have space for it, because our clothes are getting destroyed. We should go back to the mall. Is like the smart thing to do. I just didn't want to. We're gonna go back to the mall. Or don't wield the rucksack. Wear the rucksack. We go back to the mall. Should pulp you, I guess. Pick up the soldering iron. Back to the mall. Might bump into some enemies here, but because it's the place we know is safe. Man, they're so fast compared to me because I'm so injured. Even running. Okay, so I guess we're gonna die, which is really annoying. We're bleeding quite a lot. My speed has tanked to 35, and we're grabbed, which is probably part of that. What does grabbed do exactly? Yeah, minus to speed. So we're gonna die. I'm a little frustrated. Oh good, there's an enemy here. Hello, enemy. I keep getting grabbed. Stop grabbing me, bro. Yeah, we're gonna die. Well, I'm super kind of annoyed by this. Because we were fine for the whole we cleared a mall at the top floor of the mall. We dealt with we killed 100 zombies on our way out of the mall. And then I forgot to drop my bag. And that pain was enough to drop my speed, to drop my stats. And then we come inside. We're moving at 35 moves, which is horrendous. Then you get grabbed, and then that's the end of your game. They weren't even scary zombies. I feel embarrassed that that's how we died. Yeah. And every time I die, I want to end the stream, but can't do that when you're 30 minutes in. No, don't watch the last moments of my life. I'm dead. Who cares? Russell 9 Bowers. Rip, bro. Mostly we were getting grabbed there because we were very slow. What are you gonna do? It happens. I'm mostly just disappointed that we didn't actually make it out of the mall. We died to really basic zombies and all that stuff. But anyway, let's figure something else out here. We'll go back and reset our stream world.